So what are we gonna watch? Let's watch Eric July, because apparently Eric July did a whole stream. Look at that, an hour stream, Rippaverse meetup recap. So I skipped the first 36 minutes. We were listening to a little bit, me and TJ, looking to see if he said anything, and of course he did. And it's not private yet; it's not members only. So if you guys want to scan this and see if we missed anything in the first 36 or anything after we stop watching, that would be helpful. But I know right here he's going to mention what happened at the meetup.
This was today?
This was today. In fact, this was a couple hours ago.
Damn it, I missed it. All right, I'm gonna need to.
2 hours ago.
Whoops. Okay.
There's that. Caught it. Well, yeah. Let me just address that real quick. Yeah, it's such a weird thing because it's like, we had Beardo in there streaming, so you had multiple people that were streaming, and people saw how tied up that I was the entire night. I was stuck. I don't want to say stuck.
This is gonna be his excuse. See, I was tied up, guys. There was no way I made that phone call to get Riley arrested because I was tied up. Look, no one thinks that you literally picked up the telephone and dialed the police. What we think you did was we went, "Hey, Carol, could you go call the police? Because Riley's outside and I just shit myself." That's what we think. Okay.
That's not the proper term. I was contained to this spot because I had to meet all these people. You guys saw the line. So
I love the way you said that. I had to meet all these people. I had to meet them. Now, I was enjoying meeting them. I was given the opportunity to meet them. I had to meet them.
It was weird seeing that. I guess some folks were confused and out of what happened, because I'll tell you this much from my perspective and from what I pick up. This is what I believe happened, or I won't say what I believe, what I'm being told that happened. So apparently there was a goofball at some point that was like outside, right? And remember, this is
a goofball at some point where you're literally looking at him and his girlfriend on the camera. We have you looking at the camera in the live stream, Eric.
RSVP event. So I'm assuming that it was always going to be rebel rousing regardless. So it was an RSVP event. You had to have your name and all that stuff. We had to have that documented before anybody was going to get let in, either way it goes. I mean, you have to do that stuff. I mean, you guys saw the line, and we don't want the event to be closed down for fire marshals. That's why we do the RSVP at those events. And yeah, apparently someone was rebel rousing outside, and
apparently someone was no one was rabble rousing. The amount of disingenuousness in this guy, right? He was standing out there talking to people that passed by, promoting your product, promoting the Rippaverse, asking people what their favorite part of ISOM was, handing out comic books, being nice. He talked to some girls who were interested in the Rippaverse. He showed them the comic. They're like, "Oh, that looks cool. Maybe I'll buy that." But that's rabble rousing, guys.
Why do I feel like I'm going to pull an Ethan and throw shit? Like, I've got a feeling this is really going to aggravate me. All right, push button.
I haven't watched it.
The owners of the venue, right, told this person to leave.
This is 100% untrue. The owners of the venue never told this person to leave. If Riley was told to leave, Riley would have left. When the cops came, the cops said, "You're not doing anything. You don't need to leave. You're not doing anything illegal. Just don't get on this. This is where the property line is." That's it.
Or they gave him some rules or something like, "Hey, stay over there."
Oh, so they told him to leave, or they gave him some rules.
Make your mind up, Eric, you retard.
They're past that property line or something like that. And then they still kept like bothering, being annoying to like some of even like our patrons or rather the people that were there coming to see us. And remember, right, we got kids and stuff there. They were like,
"Oh, we got kids." I called the police. Someone called it. Who called it?
Oh my God! Who's hiding behind the kids?
Yeah. Someone called it when Eric. They go, "Well, Eric's gonna go from I didn't call the police to I had to protect my employees and the people there." There was kids there. He was not around and
bothering
messing
Miss
with
Piggy is what it
was
is.
it bothering anybody? This hope.
Like putting
Yes.
cameras up and people like it was weird, man. All around weird situation. Again, this is what I'm picking up. And then at some point, the owners, I guess, after trying to give the person a break, ended up calling the law boys, and the law boys got him out of there at some point. Funny thing is, I
got him out there at some point. Funny that the event ended at 10 when you were going to have to leave the building or allow people to come into the building. And that's when he got arrested. Right when you were leaving, Eric. Right when the event was ending. That's when he got arrested. I mean, the cops were there literally like 20 to 30 minutes talking to Riley, just standing around, not doing anything, not arresting anybody.
2008 Eric July doesn't approve.
I didn't know anybody got arrested.
I'm sorry. No, I'm just saying it's such a lie, Eric. You knew exactly what was going on. Your assistant Kara knew what was going on. Like, let's be real here, Eric. You're lying to cover your shit. Oh my god, I can't wait for this police report to come out. And it's just
he's 100% lying, because just like the comment on the screen, Steven Alvarez with the big 2 says, at some point we can hear you guys cheering. When Riley
like hyenas,
the entire place is cheering so loud that the people from outside can hear the people inside. They were all cheering. You knew he was there. When Brandon went outside, he told you, he ran inside and told you he was out there. You tried to bully him. He didn't leave. You thought you could ignore him. Then probably Nerdrotic's pig wife was complaining because they were watching her at the feed trough. She's like, how am I supposed to eat all my food, my second serving, my third dinner with people filming me? Nerdrotic's going to get mad if he catches me on camera eating 72 donuts again. So she probably got mad and told you to fucking do something about it because it's your event. It's your control. That guy's yours. He's your problem. Do something. And because
she has a history of
right? She does have a history of calling people because you're scared of the former meth dealer. The only one who could possibly bother the children was the guy who sold meth to children. Riley's never sold meth to kids. Nerdrotic has. Maybe we should have had
the one who calls his tweets engagement crack, right? The one who tweets his own content like as if it's crack. Like he's still a drug dealer.
Arrested outside the event until a fan actually came up to me and told me that was the case. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I didn't know he got arrested until a fan told me. You know, probably were like, why is everybody cheering?
It's not one fan, Eric. Every person that was there to see you came up to you and immediately told you about Riley. Oh my god, this son of a bitch, man.
Well, sucks to suck, I guess. But it's a weird thing. You got some people are like, Eric called the cops on someone. I'm like,
it's real easy to just say, no, I didn't call it. But you have to put on all this show. You have to do all this jibber jabber, these squirrel words. Simple, I didn't call the cops. I don't know what happened. But if it's because of me, I'll tell the owner he didn't need to call the cops on my behalf to drop the charges. Right? That's what a normal person would do. Not do this jibber jabber. I don't know. They told me what? Something happened? Something happened in the chat? What's going on?
Makes him look guilty.
Did y'all not see how busy I was during that event? Like
he's literally doing the same face when he said did something happen when he kicked Ethan out of his chat.
Yeah,
dude, it's not hard. It's not hard for your assistant to walk up to you and go, "What do you want me to do, boss?" Call the cops. It's not hard. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to move anywhere. You don't have to stop talking to people. You don't have to stop shaking hands, kissing babies, selling merch. All you gotta do is lean over to your assistant and go, have Riley arrested. I feel unsafe. I ran out of Depends, so I can't keep shitting myself, so he needs to go. Whatever it is you need to do, it's easy to do. Don't even act like you were too busy to say 2 words. Eric 2024 would call the cops on Eric 2018. Damn.
Ooh, nice one, Richard.
How would I have done that? How would I have ever had the time to even do that? I'm signing stuff. I'm shaking.
Again, how would I have the time? You making so many excuses. Hey Tony, you cheat on your wife? No. See, I don't have to be like, how would I cheat on my wife? I'm at work. I don't have time.
Yeah.
If you tried to do that sort of excuse to your old lady, she would beat your ass with a skillet. Oh, honey, I can't be
straight away.
I'm too busy writing comic books and going to events and shaking hands. Well, why are you picking up that gun? Why are you trying to shoot? Oh shit, bitch! Look, if you need to make all these excuses as to why you couldn't do something, it's because you did it, right? Innocent people aren't out here fighting long dissertations as to why they're innocent. They just go, I didn't do it, right? It's that simple. Hey, I heard you call the cops on Riley. Wasn't me. I don't know what happened. See how easy that is?
Taking hands, I'm taking pictures, and at no time did I have any, like, because to my knowledge, there were never any cops that were there that were physically in the actual event. So it's not like I ever talked to a cop that night or anything. I had nothing to do with any of that goofy stuff. You know,
nothing to do with
Goofy
that
stuff.
Despite the fact that Riley got arrested for harassment, and when we get the police report, it's going to say harassment of Eric July, right?
So yeah, that was, to my knowledge, all that.
I mean, you made 5 cops dust money for Prince because Riley left $41 on your warehouse, and I'm to believe that you had nothing to do with him being arrested.
Happened. It was outside. Didn't make it to the event. Didn't interrupt what we were doing. And again, that's a testament to the the staff as well as the owners.
To the staff, he wasn't going to do anything. Riley wasn't trying to go inside. Riley wasn't banging on windows or barging in through a back door. He stood on a sidewalk. He talked to people that came by and said, hey, what's your favorite part of Isom? Would you like a chance to win a free copy of Isom? You're a fan of the Rippaverse, aren't you? Would you like a free comic book? Man, that's so terrible. It's so horrible. I mean, it's almost as bad as when Alex Stein chases Ocasio-Cortez in Washington, D.C., talking about her ass and how that she's his favorite big booty Latina, right? You guys cheer that shit on when he's literally chasing after a woman to yell at her. But Riley just standing there menacingly. That's fucking bridge too far.
Ensuring that it was a smooth event. But yeah, man, it's like, this is my suggestion, right? To anybody that's out there that, even if you had problems, I had a guy come up to me today.
Even if you had problems. So you had a guy come up to you today. So you're okay with guys coming up to you as long as they're not Riley, huh? That was a RSVP.
He came to the event, told me how he felt about Isom, didn't like it. He liked Isom 2, but didn't like Isom 1.
Oh, so he has to like at least one of them. If he would have said he hated both of them, then you would have aired him out.
Air him out.
Okay, whatever. Like, and we took pictures, we shook hands, we chatted about it. It's all good. Like, this is my recommendation. You know what I mean? If there is something,
I know your recommendation was to show up at the event, to chop it up, to pull up, right? Don't hide behind a microphone and a keyboard. Just come on out, come on down. Y'all too afraid.
I don't think that ever happened.
You know what's weird is like all the big, the neurotic and all them were in there, and they talk such mad shit and mad game, and puts on this persona like we don't put up with shit kind of attitude, and we don't mind speaking our mind and speaking out. You had an opportunity to say something to Riley, and you didn't do it. Interesting. Pussies.
Like I said, it would have been real simple to just go out there and go, hey, Riley, here's some chicken. I'm glad you came out. Glad you're out here supporting the Rippaverse. Hey, guys, this guy's a big fan of the Rippaverse. We love our Riley. Make sure you keep your fat ass outside. Boom. That's it.
Thing that definitely, if you want to tell me about things, do things the proper way, man. The last dude that you want to be is someone that's like trying to cause a scene and being weird to people at innocent parties and stuff like that. Don't do that.
He's hiding behind the innocent party. See, guys, it's not about me. It's because he was bothering people, and you could come to me. You could come up to me, despite the fact that you wouldn't let Riley in the event, even if he RSVP'd. Let's face facts. If Riley RSVP'd, you would have denied him entry anyway.
Yep.
At all. And yeah, just do things the proper way. And if you want to chat about something, as long as it's cordial, we're good to go.
As long as it's cordial, as long as you kiss my ass, right? It's fine as long as you tell me how great I am.
Oh.
Then yeah, we can have a
What
conversation.
What about those that were on Twitter, your customers who asked you, who were cordial, nice to you, and asking you questions about your comic and your characters, and yet what did you do, Eric? You argued with them and then you blocked them.
Oh, that's
They act so hard. They're just a bunch of cream puffs for real. That's right.
True.
This is easy. This is an easy clip. All you do
Uh-oh.
is every sentence he says here, you clip it, and then you run the original video where it goes in the opposite direction.
It says around the 44-minute mark, he admits Brandon told him about Riley. Oh, so he's already going to change his story. I didn't know dude was out there too. Well, Brandon told me dude was out there.
Really?
Encourage that. I talk about that all the time, and how, if I'm at an event and I don't care whether it's negative or whatever, as long as you're respectful, man, you can come chat with me and all is going to be great.
And he what?
So, yeah, just do things the right way. But as far as some cat, and I do know that, yeah, it is a guy that has apparently doxed my house before. He's threatened. He went to my people's graves and stuff. So this is just a random.
Untrue. He did not go to your grave. He didn't go to anyone's grave.
Okay, fucking Wiggle. Like this. Oh my God, this is so infuriating. You were so lying. He did not dox you. Your warehouse was on Google, you dumb retard. And Riley never.
Address.
Yeah, Riley never went to your house or nothing. Like, that's so ridiculous.
Well, hold on. He said something really interesting. Let's hear what he is. Let's rewind this real quick.
People, innocent parties and stuff like that, don't do that at all. And yeah, just do things the proper way. And if you want to chat about something, as long as it's cordial, we're good to go. I encourage that. I talk about that all the time. And
whoa, pause.
Just pull up. Let's talk. Pull up.
With his voice crack. Just pull up.
Doesn't he say every time he has a argument or disagreement with someone about his books, he says you're disingenuous or in bad faith?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he automatically blocks it out, blocks every criticism out with those two different statements.
Jimmy Cobb is correct. There's nothing in that video that looks like illegal behavior because nothing Riley did was illegal. Eric July 100% lied to the police in order to have Riley arrested. Whether he lied to the police through the owner of the place going, hey, that guy's out there like harassing people, or that guy's out there with a gun, or that guy's out there trying to kidnap people, whatever it is that he told the owner to get him to call the police and have Riley arrested, or whatever he told the police directly through Carol Brown or Brandon, Eric July is the common factor. Riley's been at a lot of places where he's never been arrested. It's kind of funny. The one time he gets arrested, it's because he's at a place where Eric July is. Isn't that funny?
Wait, but Halsek, this video, it's in its raw state without any editing, is evidence for Riley. I was invited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And I don't care whether it's negative or whatever, as long as you're respectful, man, you can come chat with me and all is going to be gravy. So, yeah, just do things the right way. But as far as
the right way is kiss my ass. You see, that guy liked Isom 2, so the fact that he didn't like Isom 1 is okay because he still bought Isom 2 and he liked it. But if you told him, hey, all your books suck, they're no good, and that's when he didn't like
some cat. And I do know that, yeah, it is a guy that has apparently doxed my house before. He's threatened. He went to my people's.
He's threatened. He said he was going to shave my shoulders. We talked about this earlier. There's the idea of actual threat and not actual threat, right? Again, if I tell George I'm going to fly a 747 through his house, that's not a real threat. Well, maybe it is now in a post 9/11 world. Bad example. In a post 9/11 world, that might be considered a real threat. But if I say, George, I'm going to toss you into an active volcano, right? It's not a real threat. No one in their right fucking mind would think that I'm literally going to kidnap George, fly him over an active volcano, and drop him in.
I would.
Okay? Hence, in their right mind. But Riley going, I'm going to shave your shoulders. I'm walking up a hill to get in shape, to pull up and shave your shoulders. It was a bit. Everybody knew it was a bit. That's what made it funny. The fact that you were so annoyed by it is what made it funny. But no one legitimately thinks Riley's going to do it. It's like when he said he was going to rape Matt Barr. Nobody, except for maybe Matt Barr, thought that he was going to rape Matt Barr. Okay?
Was Graves and stuff. So this isn't just a random guy. This probably this guy that don't got it all upstairs. But as far as
and again, implying stuff about people's mental state, their mental health, he probably don't got it all upstairs. And then your fans will go, Riley's nuts. Eric July told me Riley's crazy.
I guess that person being arrested, I had nothing to do with that. I gotta say,
look at how he's laughing. There's the self-report. Yes. Come on.
Laugh is 100%. You did. I didn't have nothing to do with it. Because what you're going to say is you're going to go, well, I didn't pick up the phone. I didn't lie. The same way you didn't lie. I wouldn't be so upfront about this, Nick, as to actually say that Dick and Vito did it. I just implied that Dick and Vito did that lawsuit. I didn't actually say it. Yeah, you didn't actually pick up the phone. You didn't actually call the cops. You just had someone do it for you.
So live, y'all saw I didn't have time to do any of that, right? Like calling cops on, I had no time. You blame the owners if you want to blame anybody, but either way, what the hell else are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to? Well, what was I supposed to do? Let's assume that, because again,
what was I supposed to do? This is you telling us, well, let's blame the owners, but let's suppose that it was me who called the cops. What was I supposed to do?
There it is, making excuses, even if he didn't do that. Yeah.
No, he did it. This is his way. He starts off with blame the owners. They did it. But even if I did it, what was I supposed to do? So he's going to ease his way into it. By the end of it, it's like, yeah, I fucking did it. But you see, I had a good excuse to do it.
And I didn't know any of this was going on until after the fact. But let's assume that I did. What was I supposed to do? Stop the event and go handle a rebel? Like, for what reason would I do that?
No one said you were supposed to do anything, Eric. You're just supposed to ignore Riley.
Yeah, he's the real rebel, unlike you, Eric. Yeah, that's what really happened.
But also, of course, you have people pulling the card. Oh, he's a libertarian, all this. Why would he do this? Again, the cops had nothing to do with me. But
yeah, the cops had nothing to do with me. He got arrested because of me, but it had nothing to do with me.
I just remember an event that was not too long ago that, granted, we got out unscathed, that a lot of people were cheering on folks getting the government involved to do what could have ruined my entire company at the time, and folks had no problem cheering that on. And
what the is he talking about?
This is a word salad now.
What event happened that the government was doing anything to Rippaverse? ISOM Ministry suing you is not the government.
God damn, he made it the government now. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's trying to prove that he's a rebel, even though Riley is the real rebel in this situation.
Did the X-Man come to you? Is that what you're complaining about?
That was certainly a wake-up call for me. Again, we got out of that unscathed.
A wake-up call.
What it was a wake-up call, because, as I've said before, even on the subject of like IP.
Oh, there
I don't
it
want to
is.
hear about you peeing, Eric. But again, no one was cheering on the government because the government wasn't suing you. The ISOM Ministry, who owned the trademark, was suing you. People were cheering on the good Christian ministry that you defamed, that you ran their name through the mud, and we went, look at you son of a bitch, you supposed Christian, actually attacking a good ministry that does good works around the world, building wells and houses for people in third world countries, and you're over there calling them fake Christians, right?
And I was calling them the government.
Yeah. No, because his version of the government is, well, the court system is the government, technically, right? Isn't that
the
government?
Of course. That's how he will squirrel word his way out.
Who cares what my principles are?
Oh, who cares what my principles
are? Okay.
Samba Gogo says maybe that was Eric low-key confessing that he got investigated for charity fraud. Ooh, that's a good point. That might have happened.
What good does principles do me?
What good do principles do me? This mother now saying, hey, I'm just going to do whatever the I want. I will push over people. I won't even keep my principles. My principles. A man without principles isn't a man.
Principles stop us from getting sued. Did my position on IP stop someone? No, it doesn't. Like, nobody cares about that. Like, the world is what it is, right? And
it is what it is.
It is what it is. But you know what? Having principles means that despite what other people are doing, you still act a certain way. You still treat things a certain way, right? That's the point of principles. Principles isn't about what other people do or how they act or how they react to things. It's about you and about what you hold true and what you respect and your moral obligation to the world. The fact that you would go, well, you know, other people did some things that I don't agree with, so I'm going to abandon my own principles. You're a weak-willed coward. You're a snake, willing to do whatever it takes to get ahead, willing to do whatever it takes to get your way. You're a bully. And I can't wait till the day that you meet someone who's just a little bit more of a bully than you, right? I can't wait till Nerdrotic's done using you and just pushes you off his plate like a little piece of, like a little sprig of lettuce right off the plate. Bye, Eric. Bye, all your support. What, you guys? What happened? Something happened in the chat. Why is no one here? Where everybody at? Why ain't no one supporting me? I'm your black friend. I'm the guy who's black and gets to say all the things that you want to hear so you don't get to be called racist. What? You got a different guy? Oh, man. Can't wait. Can't wait. It's going to be a sweet day. A sweet day. All people. You know, you all get to this point, right? And Super Sly hinted at it. Other people have hinted at it, you know. Tommy Sotomayor got to be so far, got to go so far, climb that mountain. Where's he at? Many examples, right, of people that were used for their ability to act as a shield. And just
same happened with people on Twitch. They get thrown away immediately, the celebrities, out of the clubs.
I'm going to move accordingly, for sure.
Oh,
see, there you go. He's going to move accordingly. This is basically, he's admitting that he did it. Just say you did. Say, you know what, I have no principles.
And he's ready and willing to do all sorts of vile shit because that's acting accordingly. Yeah, Eric.
Yeah.
But either way, I take credit for it if we should take credit for it. But no, just don't go probably making a scene and making it uncomfortable for guests. And
I take credit
be all
for
right.
it. Yeah.
Not a single person was uncomfortable except for the guy who tried to harass Mint. That was the only one that looked a little bit uncomfortable. Everyone else was just having a good time, laughing and joking.
Just don't do that. Be respectful, be cordial. Even if it's like, hey, I got some exceptions. I'll take exceptions to some things that Eric said. That's fine. Just do it the right way, man. Be cordial, be respectful, and like, hey, man, I'm here. Just wanted to talk to you about so and so. Cool. We'll have a little chat.
You know, as long as you kiss my ass and bow down, and no, you want that energy, Eric. You want that 2018 Eric July energy.
Well, whatever. Like, just be respectful. Just be respectful. Don't be an idiot. But yeah, that's I guess that's all I can say. It was real. I get all of what I saw.
Look at that laugh. Look at that smile. I swear to God.
From that, you know what I mean? Like, that was it. It's funny because Brandon did. I'll say this much: that Brandon did, like, he has a way of fucking Brando, man, has a way of kind of like making sure that like things are taken care of, right?
Taken care
of.
There it is. Brandon did it.
So he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, just letting you know, some guy causing trouble outside." And
yeah, he said, just to let you know, some guy. Yeah, Brandon said some guy. Brandon knew who the he was, and that happened at the beginning of the day. And then you're gonna sit there and say, "I didn't know he was out there. I had no idea." Brandon told you as soon as Clipper got there. You lying son of a bitch. How can this guy lie? How can his fans listen to him? Sit there, listen to him, and he goes from 4 minutes earlier going, "I didn't know nothing was going on," to, "Oh yeah, I knew he was there since he got there."
That's just your opinion.
Owners are taking care of. All right, whatever. I'm thinking it's somebody drunk or whatever the fuck.
Brandon just said, "Just some guys outside causing trouble. Don't worry about it, boss. Don't worry about it, boss. I got it." See, what happened was Brandon ran up on Riley, and he's so cross-eyed that when he got close enough, Riley disappeared because his eyes couldn't focus on him. He thought Riley's a magician. He's like, he disappeared, boss. We scared him away.
It was nothing of it. But then, yeah, afterwards, obviously, come to find it was somebody that was just trying to make it uncomfortable for guests and being loud and obnoxious. And of course,
he wasn't being loud. Obnoxious is debatable. That's subjective.
The owners were going to take exception to that either way. But yeah, there's a proper way to do things, man. Just don't do that. But like I said, I think the context of that is important. This isn't just some random person. It's a person that is pro-doxing, and
he's not fucking pro-doxing. You lying?
Really, Eric? Pro-doxing
working for you, Eric July, huh?
Okay, Eric. Okay, you sorry sack of shit.
Diamond G says, "Don't worry, I threatened him, boss."
Yeah, exactly. Pulling up his pants.
I have a sneaking suspicion this story is made up. I believe so too.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a way for Brandon to take the blame or something. No. You know what I'm saying?
Anon says, "How does him being pro-doxing, if he was, have anything to do with the cops? Doxing isn't illegal, you hairy-shouldered retard." Because that's his way to go. See, he's a bad guy. We all agree socially that doxing is bad. So if he goes, he's pro-bad thing. He's pro-bad thing. So obviously it's okay that we over because he's pro-bad thing, right? That's what it is.
Meanwhile, we see him live always congratulating his fellow doxers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all just bullshit.
Already to talk about going to one of my houses and in addition to the business, right? And being weird about that type of stuff. Again, involving innocent parties. And you gotta understand what kind of event this is as well. We got kids there. My niece
again with the kids, got kids there.
She's right there. My wife is right there. Like,
you was just worried that Riley was gonna tell your wife that you on the Oscars. That's what it was.
Just trying to cause a scene and you failed, but don't do that. Just do things the proper way, bro. Just
I'm pretty sure he didn't fail. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's going, "Hey, look at this thing that happened." People were cheering, so they knew he was out there. So I think Riley was successful. This is a huge Riley W. Riley is sitting in jail, just smiling, telling the stories of how he you over.
Definitely, if you want to come speak with me, just do it the proper way, and you'll be all right. So, yeah, that's all that happened out of that. Never, like I said, it was taken care of. I had nothing to do with anything other than showing love to our fans. That's what it's about.
Oh shit!
We got really Lucas Garrett.
After all that, I'm showing love.
Becoming an Ultra Mac, appreciate that. Every Parker with a 2 says Brandon helps with all except food spots. Yeah, man. Brandon is
your gay lover. Say it. Say Brandon is your gay lover.
You know, he makes sure the show is running the way that it is. There were some things that we be in the middle of the event, and I'm like, thankfully our warehouse wasn't that far away, but there were things that we needed to grab, and Brandon made sure he went to go grab those. It was he made sure everything was good, bro. So big shout out to him. So yeah,
fuck you and fuck Brandon. All right, we're done with this.